Heisman. He's one of the all-time great NFL running backs, and of course, he is the head football coach here at TSU. It is Eriq George. Welcome. You don't look a day older than those.
I feel a day. I feel a lot older than that. I love the energy, though, man. Yes. Yes, I love
Vibes are immaculate out here. So you're a coach now. We just saw those clips of you playing football. What was the transition like for you to go from playing to coaching?
Oh, man, it was an interesting transition. I mean, I didn't see myself coaching at all. But when I was asked to do it, went through a long process of praying over it, thinking about it, because I know the long hours that goes into coaching, the headaches, you got to stay up late nights and all of that. But in short, I felt it in my spirit that it was time to give back to these young people and to add value to them and to pour into their lives through the prism of football, because football is a platform to your purpose. And that's the big overall message that I wanted to bring, and to bring some championships here. You know, it was exciting, and I have a chance to coach my son on a day-to-day basis, which has been very, very exciting.
You see the buzz. It's homecoming week.
Yes.
What has been your message to the team to get them to focus on the game?
There you go.
This is not for them. This is for the alumni and the students.
Exactly.
This is not for them.
They're standing right there right now. And we always talk about focus.
Yes, yes.
It's all about making the right decisions this week. We know there's a lot going on. We want to feel the energy, but we can't participate in the parties because we know if we participate in any party, what's going to happen? Sammy Sosa's. Now, I'll tell you what that is later.
All right.
But anyway, but no, it's been about enjoying the moment, enjoying this energy, enjoying the ride, but staying focused on the task at hand and what we got to do, because I think we're on to something really great. We're building some momentum. Had two big wins the last 2 weeks, one on the road last week against Lindenwood. Came back on the road against them 14 down. Big win. So now we're going to ride that energy into tomorrow night and try to come away with a victory.
Big picture here, you know, being the star that you were in college at Ohio State, being the star in the National Football League. The Ohio State, yes, okay. All right, I'll say the Ohio State, but we'll talk about that another day. What has it been like for you personally to be at an HBCU? Can you talk about that experience and what you've been able to give to this place and what you've received from being connected to an HBCU?
Well, you see the love. I mean, it's nothing like HBCU love. This is, Big Blue is strong. We're vibrant. The energy has always been right. I went to a PWI, Ohio State. That was great. But to have a chance to work here on a day-to-day basis, it's different. It's family-oriented. You know people by a first-name basis. You're hanging out in the yard. You're having drinks, or you're having lemonade. And you know, with people, you really get, it's really personal.
Right.
And that's been the biggest difference. It's one big family. And you know, they're going to call you out on your stuff. They're going to hold you accountable. We hold each other accountable. We build each other up. And that's been a wonderful experience.
Eddie, you were a great player, and I talked to Coach Prime about this. When you're a great player and all of a sudden you become a coach, things came easy to you. And it's easy to lose patience when you're dealing with 18, 19, 20-year-olds. How have you been able to maintain, like, okay, everybody doesn't learn on the same level. Everybody don't learn the same way. How have you been able to get your message across without becoming impatient and frustrated?
Compassion. I think meeting kids where they are and coming to them with compassion. Understand that, hey, they might not have the same type of passion and drive that I had.
Correct.
You know, or the talent. But what they do have, you know, you have to be patient and to show them, and it's repetition. You know, I had to learn it earlier on. If I said one thing, I thought they would get it. But I had to realize when I was 18, 19 years old, 20, I didn't get it the first time either. It's every single day, over and over and over, the same message until it's drilled home. So that's the thing I had to learn as a head coach, is to constantly go back over the things that we learned in terms of championship habits. It's not about the result of winning a championship, but it's more or less the habits that you create.
The foundation
you know, keeping your locker room clean. Being a good teammate.
Right.
Practicing with urgency, first in, last out. All the stuff that made you great, a Hall of Famer that you are, and so forth. that's the same principles that we apply here at Tennessee State for our program.
Eddie, you mentioned how special it is to coach your son. We actually caught up with Eriq and asked him what his favorite moment at TCU has been. Take a listen. TSU. Sorry.
My favorite moment from being at TSU probably be Notre Dame game my freshman year. It was my first game, and I remember going up to my dad right before the kickoff and just embracing him, and we had that moment before the game, and it was magical. I remember that for the rest of my life. TSU's prepared me for the future. I feel like every day. I'm still a sophomore here. I'm young, so I feel like with each and every day, each and every adversity I go through is preparing me for the real world, and I feel like once I get my degree, that once I step out into the world on my own, I'll be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, that's special. That's what it's about.
Yes.
That moment was special because that was his first collegiate game at Notre Dame, going against two future, at the point in time, NFL first-round picks.
Right.
So he was a little nervous, and he came up to me, Dad, I love you. I said, I know, son. I know you're nervous. He got his first sack.
Wow.
First sack against Notre Dame. The end result wasn't what we hoped for, but it was a great experience for both of us.